Moving Pictures came crashing into the music scene in the 80s with their #1 album, Days of Innocence. And now they're back. They've just released a new album, Picture This, and they've announced a tour with James Rain. Alex Smith and Gary Frost from Moving Pictures are joining us now. Hello.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Now, I know it's not like you've been away because you've been performing through all these years, but have you always been the same lineup, the same tight team?
More or less. We had Gary left the band and formed 1927, and then when we decided to get back on the road, Gary was back in, and our original drummer Paul was replaced by Mark Meyer in, when was that, 1980? 83. So you know, more or less, this is what people refer to now as the classic lineup.
But when Days of Innocence came out, that album was so big. It was just massive. It was everywhere.
I know, it was 12 inches.
Did you know, though, did you have a whiff that this would be a big one?
All 12 inches
All
of it.
12 inches of it. No. Well, see, we toured really heavily for the 2 years before it came out.
With those songs?
With most of those songs, and it came out in October of 81, and it went gold before What About Me came out. So by Christmas it was gold, and we thought that's it. You know, we're fully grown up, you know, card-carrying rock stars now, and this is, you know, bring on the dancing girls and all the sort of things that go with it. And then when What About Me came out as the second single in February of 82, it just kind of went ballistic, and then we just actually started working harder, which we didn't think was possible, but we did. Which
one of you guys wrote What About Me? I always forget.
The one in the hat.
You guys?
Yeah.
So are you a billionaire because of that?
Oh, close.
All
Maybe
those grooves on your teeth.
Does the tax department know that?
He's going all coy. Don't tell the tax department. But it's such an iconic song. It must give you great pleasure to hear it, and it gets so much airplay now. But then Shannon Noll brought it back to the fore again. Is that a good thing?
Yeah, it's great. And also, you know, when your kids are at school and all the kids start singing the song, and you go, all right, it's got another life.
Yeah.
You know, I have a confession to make. My daughter, one day I was singing the song, and I said, "What about Steve?" And she goes, "No, it's What About Me." And I said, well, ironically, when the band first got together, they recorded it as What About Steve, because Steve in the band was always missing out. And then she went and did a school report.
Oh, no.
My father's a radio DJ. He knows this. And my thing was, the irony was because they changed it to What About Me.
Is there still a Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Children?
Or to Steve.
You
You
should
could
now
have got
make-
away with that.
You should make Jonesy now look foolish by actually recording What About
What About
Steve?
Steve?
Yeah.
But the ignominy was, poor old Steve, the band recorded a song for Steve, who was always missing out. But in the end, the record company said, no, forget Steve. Make it What About Me.
Yeah, it has a sort of more generic thing to it, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
A bit more pathos.
Me.
So this new album, these are acoustic versions of your big hits, is that right?
More or less, yeah. Plus one or two things on there that were
Little
just to take
gems.
little
Well, you've
gems.
thrown in a Springsteen.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's kind of an ironic side to that, but Liberation, the label, sort of said, "Why don't you give that a toss around?" So we did, and you know, it's a different version. We sort of got rid of a lot of the bombast, I think, and just had a great time with it.
Is there saxophone on the acoustic
Oh, there's
version?
saxophone.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always saxophone.
Because Andy Thompson is just a star on the sax.
He is.
Awesome.
He's
Yeah.
just ginormous.
He's also too big to get rid of.
Yeah, I know. How do you go about trying to get Andy Thompson out of the band?
Well, you
Yes.
don't.
He's
When
just
he
there.
heard there was an acoustic version, he threatened you all until he was back in.
Well, exactly.
I always remember the backyard jam we did with you guys.
Yeah.
And that was just sensational.
It was
That
good fun.
Wonderful day.
It was good fun.
I've never seen a man to crowd surf on just two people.
I know.
Yeah, but
They didn't mind it eventually.
They all backed away, and then
Yeah.
we just had them carrying you around like Cleopatra. And the national tour, that starts now, and you can get your tickets at Ticket Tag.
that's right. We're just going to have a great deal of fun with James Rain, and it's kind of it's like a full circle thing, because the first national tour Moving Pictures ever did was opening for Australian Crawl on the Ports of Crawl tour. So it's really great.
So you get on with James?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No reason not
Lovely
to.
bloke.
No, hang on. I'm not saying I'm not starting anything.
Well, are you?
Sounds like you are.
You sounds like, yeah.
Not at all, no, because James in the early days, and I've interviewed him many times, in the early days he was a bit of a prickly pear, but over the time, he's, by his own admission, he just said he grew up and
We mellow with age.
he mellow with age.
Yeah.
We're
So,
waiting to mellow, aren't we, mate?
Yeah, I'm waiting to mellow.
You guys
I
are
was
so mellow.
I was a bit more pricked than prickly, I think.
The word is you're an artist.
Yeah,
You're an artist.
there's a T in there, isn't there? Yeah.
Picture this album is out now. A Day in the Sun National Tour. Get your tickets, as I said, at Ticketek.
Yep.
Alex, Gary, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having
a
us,
pleasure.
guys.